Hi family, welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, Cooking with Abba. If you're new to the channel, you're so welcome. Today I'm going to teach you one simple way to make your Wrewre, what we call Muskmelon seeds. And these are super rich when it comes to nutrients. It's nutri-packed and it's very healthy. So I'm going to do your typical akoko Wrewre, which is very tasty with a bit of my fancy twist in there. And I'm going to teach you a quick fix way to go about it. And I enjoyed this with my rice bowl. So I'm going to just go in straight with you and remove. So we just have my vegetables, which I blended together. The turkey berries were a bit dark because they were from the freezer. So my tomatoes, usually I keep them in the freezer when I have large stock. So those go in. Then I add in my spices to it, which you'd have in the description button below. And then once I'm done with all the spices in, I tend to just add my salt to it just to help me when I'm done. I don't have to just add any salt again. Once I'm done, I'm seasoning everything with it. So that is all. So in my pot, I have my chicken, I have my seafood, which takes a bit of a time to cook. Then I pour all the blended tomatoes and everything onto it. So the main idea is I'm seasoning this up. By the end of the day, I'm also cooking the vegetables, and I added in my Prekese as well. Typically you would have steamed your chicken or your proteins with your spice before you cook the vegetables. So by doing so, you are killing two birds with one stone, and that reduces the cooking time as well. So once that is done, I just pour in my Wrewre and I'm going to wash it. So I'm washing it with vinegar. If you don't have vinegar, you can use salt. Yes, so the Wrewre you see in the market, you see is very exposed. Some of them to have stones in there and all those ones. So when you wash with enough water, it helps you pick the good ones from the bad and from the dirt as well. So once I'm done, I just add in a bit of water and I'm just going to blend it till it is very smooth. So this actually is ongoing as my chicken and then my sea snails are also cooking up in the pot together with the tomato vegetable blend in there. So you realize how it's cooking. The oil has already started generating from the chicken, and you realize it started losing a bit of weight in there. And at this point, I just add in my fish and other proteins like my crabs in there because me, my mouth sweets me. So yes, but if you don't like crabs, you can try to omit them from your Wrewre. That's not compulsory. The proteins of your preference. And I'm still going to let this cook. Now this method also works when you're doing groundnut soup. You can use this formula as well. But if you're using groundnut soup, you'd have to let the groundnuts go in rice together with the tomatoes and blend. So that saves you time. So once I was done, I just poured in the Wrewre at that point. Then I allowed it to cook just a little bit more. So the thing is, when you use it in directly like this, because I didn't sieve it, I had a bit of the fiber in there. But most Ghanaians don't like their super fiber. So if you want it very smooth, you can just decide to sieve it so that the fiber goes off the Wrewre. Then you have very smooth kind of Wrewre. But I like my Wrewre a little bit thicker, so I just left it in and I made a puree, like thickened, yes, for my rice bowl. But then it's optional. You can sieve it to get it very smooth, and you still get very fine Wrewre. So as I was doing that, I was doing my rice bowl alongside. You can check my rice bowl video on the channel, which is also a quick fix method. So by the time this is done, that little time it is picking up and cooking finally, that would also be done. I had some Okro, which was in the freezer. I just placed in the middle to help me when I'm eating my rice bowl. You know that thing. So yes, do well to check these videos out. These are ways to, when you have large families or you don't have the luxury of time, you can still cook something decent within the shortest possible time. By doing this, you are cutting off like more than half of the cooking time in making your Wrewre soup. By doing this, you're also cutting more than like the time you'd have spent cooking Wrewre together with the accompanying dish. Whether you're using rice balls or banku or something, it saves you that time. So yes, this is one way to go about your soup in the new year and reduce time, most importantly, and still have good tasting meals to work with. Till I see you in the next food video, do live life to the fullest, be joyous, be merry. Lots of love for my team and I. Mwah.